my god. Stream, so welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry for the issues we were figuring out on what had happened on lap 11 on the grid. We are still waiting, I think, for 2 people. So I don't know on who the 2 we are missing. So let's have a quick look. I think we're still waiting on Darius, and I think we are missing. So we're missing Squash and Ruben, and they can't join back. So that is apologies for them. And again, also apologies for the second stream as well. So yeah, we are missing Darius, and I think that might know because that's it because we've got 10. I think we're still missing 1. Let's see. Have a look when on the grid because I think we are still missing 2 drivers. Them has just been invited. I can't know who the other one is, but welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, for the second stream of around Baku. We will have only, I think, 13 laps of racing to go, so they will have to still pit yet again. But it's a shame for them to do. But it is what it is. The drivers will put on their setups yet again, and we'll do the lights out away we go again for the second time this stream. I hope we do not get another safety car glitch, because I think that will put a hindrance to us racing today for Test Sunday. But sadly, it is what it is. These games, and again, it's an issue that we usually do take. But obviously these drivers will wait for the flag. I don't know when we'll be given the all clear from Kevin, but here we go. Tyre strategy now will be a lot different. Tyre well will also, I think, be a lot different as well. So you might see maybe drivers pit at lap 10, lap 18, sorry, not lap 18, lap 8. So you will see a lot of these drivers pitting a lot earlier now, because the game requires you to at least pit once. Have to change on a different set of compound tyres at least once in the race. You can't go on the same tyre you was at the start of the race. So I think it will be a medium to hard or a hard to medium. But we will have to wait and see on the tyre strategies. Your load will also be a lot easier, I think, maybe to manage. But these drivers now will go flat to the pedal because it is a lot shorter. But we are still waiting for these drivers to get ready. As now we are given the all clear, and now you can hit the countdown. So now we are getting much more closer and closer to lights out, and this will be an interesting one for these drivers. So let's see what they can do. With only 13 laps, 10 drivers, which is a shame. But here we go, and that is lights out, and the way these drivers now go. Our road stars are much higher, so he would want it to be last if he really was going to go for last first. There you go, Toro is dropped. Toro has actually been jumped on the line. Right, he goes back into P3 Union, who's going to make a move. Nilu is still in first. He's going to try and improve his time again. Obviously, now these drivers will have fresh tyres. Martin is in P5. Nilu's gone on the soft compound tyre. That is interesting. So it was Vastas, so is Abu, and so has Don't Play Zero, who's now makes the move on captain. Both the V cars are down in P9 and P10, as both Don't Play Zero and captain. Finding interesting fights at the back, but here comes Julian. He is going to chase Toro in front of him, but he's also got Martin in the Cadillac behind him. A lot of single drivers out here today. Bradley is now the only McLaren left out after I think he crashed. The car did crash before. He had a bit of frustration, so that it is a shame for him. Also, we still have one Alpine, one Mercedes, two V cars and two Audis. So they might benefit from this for the constructors. So this might go that way, but there you go. Whoa! Nilu has gone wide. Obviously, I think the only issue will also be if you did obviously have a warning for crossing track limits. Don't Play Zero now makes the move on Abu. Penalties will not warnings will now be marked to race. So they're going to restart as well. Nilu, obviously on the first lap, will obviously get fastest lap. You can see Julian there, he was on the right in the back of Toro. Totti, he was on the right back of Don't Play Zero and doesn't do well and goes to the back of the field, which is a shame for him. But here comes Julian. At gap out in front, he's not as healthy as Nilu would hope it for to be. But driving on here, 4 tenths can seem as an eternity. So that is also to keep in mind. We can do well in sector 1, but now he's now going to put 7 tenths. Captain makes the move on Abu. And Abu nearly made before that, but Totino still stays right at the back. That is a real shame for him, and clearly we will go back here and watch is for the second part of my stream again. I do apologise for this, but here comes Julian. The gap between Toro and Bradley, it is going down, so that is going to be a move that might be locked on onto the back straight. Again, this is going to be the moves that they will be looking for. Plus it makes the move on Abu, then the moves that you would like me to think that would happen. Toro again. He's still improving, but he's not improving much. Don't Play Zero again. Can move on Bastards. Might move, okay. He's looking for it. Yeah, but yes, he will. Make move before he needs to tell him. Makes a move before the finishing line. Here again goes quicker. Toro goes even quicker. And the medium time might be the right choice, but the Toro is still pushing a lot more. There you go. Bastards doesn't move. Captain is pitted. He keeps picked for wing damage. Martin is still in P5, which is a shame for him. I think the safety car, if it didn't have a glitch, it would for him. Taro, we did interview him yesterday. He did say he had issues with front wing damage. He picked it up 3 times yesterday. Which is good. So that is going to be a key thing to look out for. Now, obviously, here's the fastest lap by a lot by 4 tenths. But you can see the gap between that they have is Nilu, Bradley, and Torres set their times in the 41s, while Julian sets the only one in the 142s. Martin and Don't Play Zero also set theirs in the 41-43s. Just similar to Don't Play Zero, he's quicker, but obviously, by 2 tenths. You don't concede a lot. It's not much for him, and I don't think Don't Play Zero is gaining. And here comes Toro. Those are your gaps. Obviously, Captain has pitted. These drivers will not pit. These drivers will pit. And there you go. Don't Play Zero has moved gap. 5 of the add yet to make any moves. Anything is different, but here comes Bradley now. Bradley is going to make the move on Nilu. He's going to stay right. It looks like he's going to make this move going. He is. But he's going to have to keep in mind that Nilu is still going to be on the left of him. And I think Nilu's gone to behind him. One of these two fight. It's going to be Toro. It's going to be Tara to come and join this fight. There's Nilo. He's going to keep dropping when he's on that soft compound tyre. Just Tutty perspective, the guy crashes off me. He's up into PA, George. I think he's not crashed yet, so he's doing quite well for him. He's on the back of Rasta, so that he'll be looking there. But Toro, it does make the move on Nilo. You can see now that the soft compound tyre is failing. It's not looking good. Mediums is the way to go for this first stint. So a lot of these soft compound tyres, they'll be looking ready to get rid of them in the next 2 laps they've got in the next one. You can see the difference in lines. Toro's a lot braver in the castle section. We're on lap 4, going on to about lap 5. Will be interesting to see. Will Toro make the move on Bradley? He won't clear. And you can see the difference in the lines. As he makes the move up into P7, he's caught fast out. Again, it's a move that you would have kind of expect here. Obviously, with less couple of drivers now, giving you the opportunity to expect the safety car because all these drivers. Get another bunched up. Come another bunched up, I think now it's up 5 are bunched up near enough. Julian is afraid. Julian's not that fit. You know, like, he's nothing here, but there you go, Nilo. Again, we know that the soft tyre wasn't going to last that long. But he's into the pits. And the key thing is, Julian is now into the pits. That's going to be a hindrance for Audi because that means they're going to have to double stack. So I don't know what the deal is for Julian. It's going to cost him time. There you go. They had to. He was kept waiting, Julian. Oh yeah, I know he had front wing damage, but it's a thing. You're going to get that again. You can see there's a bit of a glitch. Consulting front wings. Nilo comes out in P6. Julian, I think, might come out in P7. Obviously, he didn't lose much positions, but obviously he's going to lose a bunch of time. Harrow is still catching Bradley. Martin is up into P3. Again, he still has to pit. Obviously, Nilo will not pit again. He will go on to the end, but I think that might be a hindrance for him. They wouldn't usually go onto the soft compound test. That's a yellow flag further back. That is an Audi. That is Julian. He's gone. It's a shame for him. He's just pitted. And he's gone from P7 to now P10. It's a shame for him. So Totti goes up into P5. But obviously he won't stay that way because Nilo, and I think Fastcars has pitted. It's a shame for Totti, but here now comes Pro. He's a lot closer, now. Bradley. And now I don't think they'll pit now. They will pitting the next 3 laps. And we do go to left, and obviously they don't pit. That's it makes the move on Abu. Decals are now making an inch now charge. There you go. Taro does not make the move. He's a lot closer. There's another yellow flag, and Abu has retired. That is a safety car. So actually, he's gone. You can see it there. He's lost his right wheel. I think that, I'm afraid, is a safety car. Tati has capitalized this on what he is. It's a shame for what Nilo is, because now Nilo has pitted yet again. But he's now going to go on a set of medium compound tyres. You're not changing his full wings yet. There you go. He is on medium. It's a shame for him. But then again, he was in the perfect lane to pit. Obviously now the front 3 will pit. I think now jump P0 will pit as well because he's going to get on the soft compound tyre. So he's going to benefit from this. I think Totti, where he is, he's going to benefit from this. Because Nilo was behind and he stayed where he is. So I think a lot of these drivers will go on mediums. I think Bradley and Tara, they won't. They started on mediums, they will go hard. So there will be on a much of a difference. It could go on softs, but again, softs is going to be a huge issue for them. Because obviously, with the amount of time it might get you, because obviously there'll be 2 laps. You can see now the difference here on what the safety car is. It's just after turn 1. So obviously there's a key difference there with the safety car glitch. If the safety car keeps going and there's no one behind it, and Travis can go past it, safety car glitch. That is a key thing to look at when you are hosting your own as well. Again, you can hit the clutch off the board there. Toys are right behind Bradley. So he's going to make the decision here on Bradley or Toro on whether, I mean, he's going to stay out or pit, but I think he is going to pit. And it should be stupid really not to, because it is going to, Abu has left. The shame for him, he was in top 10, he was on some good points for him. But there is a real shame for him. There you go, Toro and Bradley are now into the pits. I'm going to get permission again because we have in the stream. Martin now comes into the pits as well. Your top 3 are now into the pits. And if you don't like what you are seeing, please subscribe and drop a like on the stream. Feel free to do that. Please also follow on any of our other social medias, like on Instagram and TikTok, because we are on that as well. But if you do also say if you can't think of how these drivers, please join the Discord link that is in the link below of this video on the stream. Please click that as well. And please use that to race as well. Totti goes up into P4, Martin stays in P3. I was mistaken, with Bradley, Toro and Martin have gone on softs. Tastas has gone on softs. So they feel the soft pom-pom tyre can last laps. Obviously I know we're on safety car, but I don't think it could do well. I think he might do well for Toro and Bradley. I think Totti will drop. Martin needs to try and get these tyres well. I've not seen much of Martin on safety car restart, so it's going to be a good thing to see here on whether he can get a good launch. He has obviously got Toro ahead of him. He's an amazing driver, Toro. He's now a multi-time world champion. I think he's won tier Friday, he's won tier Saturday. I think he won in both one. From when I've been here, so he has been good. Toro obviously has got Bradley ahead of him, and Bradley has been completely different in these new set of regulations and the new game. Bradley is one to look out for. Still waiting for the drivers to come on earlier. So maybe softs might have been the right time to come onto. Obviously, I will be asking these drivers in the interview box for the podium to see if it was. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, as we still are on the safety car, if you do have any more questions you would like to ask me, then please put them into the comments below. I will read them. But also, if you are under this video as well, please put them in there and I will read them out as well and answer them to you at any time as well. And I think the medium tyres, you've obviously were on softs, I think it was a hindrance. I think I did make a mistake. I usually am in the pit lane with know my tyre strategies, but around back here, clearly I am wrong. I thought a medium to hard would be the best tyre, best strategies. Clearly it was not when we are on the safety car rules. But I think now we'll just get about 5 laps of racing to go. 5? No, 4 so. 4 or 5. So again, I think the softs is the wrong tyre. I think the medium might be the best. I think if you look out for Don't Play Zero, I think Totti will definitely drop backwards. He's on 2 lap-up tyres. Obviously he pitted to the right moment when the safety car just came out. Obviously he reacted quickest to it. And Bradley and Toro and Martin were already around. And I think something like Nilo captivated on it. Yulin did as well, and so did Captain. But I think the biggest loser out on here is Nilo. He's into P6. This is really going to shape up the championship since the championship leader Ruben can't be able to race anymore today. And back on the calendar on the results as well. So it's last week standings. Remus is not here, so he was the heat camera, but he's going to go the way of Toro. That will be one to look out for. Bradley again did have more time in last out in Madrid rating, so he's going to look for things. There you go. Safety car is in this lap. This looks like deja vu, because obviously when we have the safety car we have to restart. This time we don't have to. It is all eyes on Bradley. He's going to weave, he's going to warm up the tyres. I'd also say he's going to have to warm up the brakes as well. It is all about the tyres, but he's also about the brakes as well. Can't have cold brakes, but you constantly have to warm brakes as well. Here you can see all the drivers weaving, apart from Toro. There'll be a bit of mind games from Toro. He just wants to get this out of the way. He wants to get this done. And will Bradley go? So yesterday, we had a late goer. Let's see what Bradley can do. Bradley has now gone. I don't think he's caught Toro off guard as much as it would usually do. Here you go, normal grip, straight mode at boost restored. Obviously that would just usually be DRS. Would be thinking, oh, Martin is side by side on Totti. Totti's still looking on it. No, there you go. Martin is not still into P3. Totti, look at the move. Because Totti now. Martin's going to go a little bit left. He's going to go in the middle. He's going to go defensive. Totti goes right. Wesley's going to break a little bit earlier. Vastas with the move. 11 counters. Play off her back with Vastas and don't play 0. Julian is now up. Neil is up as well. So Neil is going to look at the back of this. They don't look at the tyre wear as well, because that is going to be a key thing here. You can see Martin is taking wider lines compared to Totti up and front. No, Totti won't make a move there. Again, you don't want to make a stupid move there, as it can cost you on the driver ahead to lose this out of this race. So please don't do anything like that. Here we go now. Totti is very close, so I think there might be a move up in front between Toro and Bradley. As that, when it looks like that, might be going down, but no, that's going back up as I was sorry. There you go. Totti's going to make a move on Martin. Martin's not going to fight it as much because at this point, you are going to get straight, but there you go. And there's a bit of a stupid move that because overtake is there. Martin will get a bit of extra boost through this regulations. Neely will also get it, so Neely will look at the move now. So by the looks of it, I think Totti might be sitting ducked. Which I think he is. Martin, I know his only choice was to go left, but there's a bit of a thing here. Oh! I knew that was going to happen, and that has injured Martin and has injured Totti as well. That is a shame. You knew it for going left, it was a real shame, and Martin has gone down from P3 to P6. Is now up to P3, so that is a good restart from him. Upton was looking inside of Martin. Again, you know, it's two stupid moves. I think that move might be solid on Martin. No, I think he was on the right of his gear on side pod. But that will be looked at after the race is finished by the stewards. So it is a shame for Martin. So I was really hoping for him to be on the podium for us to interview him. But he's now up to the front two now between Toro and Bradley. Toro has caught him up. About 3 laps of racing now to go. Bradley is doing quite well. Obviously, he's not got the overtake mode, which tends to be actually into blue. He's still holding Toro quite far back, so he's doing quite well, Bradley. But to admit, obviously he didn't start on pole. But obviously he did quite well. When the restart did shape things a little bit as well after the restart of the session, but he's managed to turn it well, and he's currently in the lead. Again, I think this is the gap that I don't think Toro might make work. But it's still further back in Neely, that might not be, but Martin's getting close again. Again, it's still a glick. Here comes Martin now, and it's still close between Toro and Bradley. I think this is going to be a fight that's going to stay until the very end. Bradley, they're both on the same set of compound tyres, so they might have the same degradation. So, it really is on a battle of who is going to have the better defensive and who's going to have the most strangest overtake. One of them is going to have to be brave. Bradley is not the one that is going to make a lot of overtakes. If I was Toro now, I would not want to make a move now. I would keep overtake. And again, it is a yo-yo thing. We would like to pull your rival ahead further. And again, Nilo is about 4.6 back. Really, Toro's got another defensive thing to worry about. He's only got attacking to worry about. Yeah, but he keeps going down. There you go. Toro is a lot closer this lap. He was looking for it, but he weren't going to. He's now just about to go under. It's under 2/10. Oh, he's going to back up a little bit. It's now up to 3/10, 4/10 now. Again, he was still going to overtake because obviously you get overtake when you're a second behind. Now here comes Toro. It's a little bit good how we move further back. Again, you can see, I don't think Toro is close enough. He's not got long left. He's about 3 laps of racing to go. Again, he's going to look for it. He's looking for it. Bradley left him room. He's quite brave, Toro. He's done quite well. Quite well with the move there. He was looking inside. I think Bradley would have to give the space up for them, which he did wonderfully. Toro didn't make the move stick, and he didn't manage to get ahead anyway. Fastas is on the back of bumper, 0 soft tyres. I think he's still sure. There you go. Fastas is ahead. Beautiful move into turn 3. Still side by side into turn 4. There you go. Fastas is ahead now. That is cemented. 0 will come back for it. The gap ahead is pretty close because reflection. Toro is in 3/10. Martin's still chasing Trotti after the disastrous move on them after the safety car restart. Which is a shame for the both of them. It's a shame for Cadillac. It's also a shame for the B car. You can really see that Toro is really firing. Staring at the rear wing, he's started for a full grade of 16 drivers. Now we're down to 10. Started P3. He's up into P2. Here comes Bradley now. So here comes Toro now. He's going to look it. I think he's going to make the move done. He does. But will Bradley do a switchback? I don't think he'll have it. He might do. Oh, he might do. I think both could make contact. That's going to be moved from the stewards, but Bradley gets ahead. That is chaos. Toro is losing it. These soft compound types are not going well, so please stay tuned for the final lap. This is going to be interesting. Let's see who comes out on top. Is it going to be Bradley? Is it going to be Toro? Martin is looking to move on the Trotti, so he's going to be looking for a P5. Toro again is so close in the back of Bradley. At this point, they both need to save battery. Toro is really used to looking to move on Bradley now. He's gonna save battery. That's what these drivers will do. Now they'll play mind games. See it? Toro goes left. Bradley goes right for the defensive. So the yellow flag in sector 2 again. He's still been there ever since the safety car restart, which is a shame for that. With a glitch. Toro hits the wall. I think he still has a front wing. Toro is going to look for a move here. I think Bradley's still going to use the defensive move, so I think this is going to go well in the eyes of Bradley. They are still close. This is going to be a photo finishing, ladies and gentlemen. Please don't do anything stupid. They don't. So keep it on circuit. Sorry, he's still gaining a little bit. I think he might as well done a bit straight road. Bradley, we're all getting it. It's going down. It's going up. It's going all over the place. He's going to go close to the line. It's going to be a close finish. Is it going to be the Scotland? It's Bradley onto the line. 1.0 has just retired on the final lap. That's a full front wing. Martin makes a move into P5. That's a great race, but my God, not. I think that is. Oh my God, that was a close finish between the two. That was a finish. It was 0.009. That was a photo finish. Oh my God. At first I thought Toro was going to make the move done on Bradley, but my God, there is your race winner, Bradley. That was amazing. Bradley goes into P1 with a 0.009. That is a crazy finish on the last lap. Neelu goes into P3. Obviously, he did start P2, but obviously, I think P3 is what he's looking for. Julian P4. It was a great race for him. Martin P5. Again, from where he started with P7, he did really well. Obviously, after the safety car, he did start P5. Dottie P6. I think he did a well recovery drive after multiple damages. Same with Captain. I think he did a great result there. Fastas did really well. Double and Abu again. I think they both DNF'd. I think obviously this is Martin's best result as well. I think P5. So that is a great result for him. And it is time for the interviews. So please stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen, as we now head for the interviews. Ladies and gentlemen, we are still waiting for our podium sitters to still come into the interview box. So please bear with us as we wait for the top three. We do have two of us. I think Neil doesn't usually join the interview box, so we will go with the second place winner. Sarah, well done. That was quite immense on the last lap. I think you were 0.009 from the win with Bradley. You two were well done after using the softs for the second stint. That was quite impressive. I want to hear your thoughts.
Yeah, to be honest, I was actually thinking at the start to put softs, not mediums, but as we saw, it was better strategy to medium softs than softs mediums. Well, I lost the P1 by 9 thousandths of the second, which is quite interesting. I think I had quite higher wings than Bradley. I don't know, not sure. As we saw, it was better strategy to. It is what it is, I guess. We'll see.
Yeah, obviously he did. I think he started P16 after all this chaos, but I think it's still quite impressive to go from that to P2 and to be that quite off from P1. That's quite impressive. And with the tie strategy, obviously had mixed and all this chaos. I think you still did quite well to do that as well.
I mean, yeah. To be honest, yeah, I don't know about the timer. I didn't even look at it. Probably it was like about 40%. Not sure. I mean, I was like on softs for plus minus 7 laps, minus those because of the safety car, so like 5 laps. Well, at the second last lap, they were, I mean, already at last lap, they were a bit dead. I can tell. Yeah, the slides at turn 1, turn 2, a bit, yeah, just show it shows that I didn't really could win. I'm not sure what I want to say.
I still think he did quite. I think he did quite well with what we're handed, and with 13 laps, it's not a lot to kind of make moves on, and I think he still did quite well. I think the safety car did help, but I think with the softs as well, I think it was also a bit of a hindrance as well for a lot of drivers because it caused a lot of chaos, and obviously we did have a crash in the last lap, but I think you still did quite well with what were handed, with the deck you also were given. So I think you still did quite well. So I think you can give yourself a pat on the back for that.
Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we move on to your race winner, Bradley. My God, you have led a lot of that, and you were that close on the finish line. I think you and Toro, you provided a lot of great racing, especially after the safety car. So I want to hear your thoughts on that.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, with me not doing quali, starting, I think it was 14th, I did pretty well to get up to second before the restart. And then with the tyre strategy, I thought it would be definitely better to go on the softs at the end, because I thought if I can keep up on the mediums, which I did, and I ended up making the same strategy as most people other than Nelu. It was good. After pitting, safety car restart, it was just managing the battery really. I was heavy lifting into certain corners where I knew Toro couldn't overtake, and then when it comes to down the straight, it was just making sure I burnt as much as possible to stay ahead. So it was a bit cat and mouse, and I knew obviously Toro wanted to try and get me on the last lap with the slipstream, so I made sure I had as much as I could for that last straight, which luckily paid off by a very small margin. But yeah, I'm very happy.
Yeah, because obviously you qualified on pole here yesterday, and to turn obviously from yesterday, obviously I think you finished P3, and to do that into P1 today, I think you did quite well. So how would you think looking going to Imola next week?
Yeah, I am very excited for him though. Actually, it's another track that I'm pretty good at. This is definitely up in my top 5 for Baku. So Imola's another strong one for me. I think on this game, I'm definitely quicker than I was on the last game. I think the way you drive these cars are a bit better, in my opinion. Quite a few people probably disagree with the whole like flicking into corners and stuff. I'm not very good at that, so I was lacking pace last year, but this year I really like the cars, so I think I'm quite confident.
I think I mentioned that. You've kind of got into a field and you're fighting now with race wins. You're fighting with Toro. You're fighting with Ruben, and it was quite impressive to see. And you're doing great defensive moves, as you mentioned, especially with the last lap. You're more strategic, and I think that's great. And I think going forward, I think we might have potential to maybe win a constructors or maybe even a
Yes,
championship. So I think will do really well for you.
thank you. Yeah, that's the hope and plan.
Yeah, I hope so too. But ladies and gentlemen, that is your race winner and the podium as well. So please stay tuned for next week. We will do go racing in Imola for Tier Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And it's goodbye from me and goodbye from the podium and goodbye.